Wow. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I can't believe these words are even coming out of my mouth, but let's do it. The day is finally here. I think we're only 7 months late, but I am going to show you an in-depth breakdown of my favorite makeup routine. So I'm just doing a little bit of skin prep first, which is very important for long-lasting makeup. I'm sweating in this motherfucking room. Woo-hoo-hoo. So that was the Caudalie vinoperfect, and now I'm going in with the Tatcha water cream. So here is my thoughts. Obviously, this is my first video, but I was thinking you could put this on while you're getting ready, and then I can help you step by step, and it's like we're getting ready together. We'll just try it out, we'll see how the video goes, and we'll go from there. It's hot, and I'm sweating my ass off. Okay. I'm like nervous for some reason, it's so bizarre. This is way fucking harder than all my other videos. Okay. My go-to way to do my makeup is underpainting. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand in the fair to medium shade. And I'm just going everywhere that I would place contour. If you are not a contour person, don't feel like you have to do this. This is going underneath the foundation. And I'm just going to blend it in. Again, it's going underneath, so it actually does not need to be perfect. That's the best part. I'm just blending it all in the jawline. So the contour is on, and now I'm gonna put concealer on. I love the Lancome concealers. I'm a little tan right now, so I'm gonna go in with shade 260. But recently I've been putting it onto my hand, and then I take an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to buff it underneath my eyes. The whole point of this technique is to have like one seamless base, so less creasing, everything looks blended. If you're not familiar with my other platforms, I am obsessed with makeup. My big goal with makeup is to just enhance your natural features and make you feel more confident, snatched, feel good. So the bones have been laid down for underneath the foundation. And now it is foundation time. So I'm going in with Armani Luminous Silk shade 6.5. Depending how much coverage you need, you either want to use a big fluffy brush, which would be less natural coverage, or you can go in with a thicker, what are these called? Like Maruca? One of these thicker brushes for more coverage. And all I'm gonna do is lightly go over my skin. Did I just get that all in my hair? I'm gonna be completely honest, the first time I did underpainting when this was all the rage, I actually hated it, but I've learned kind of how to do it for my face, and now I'm obsessed. And we're just gonna blend. Okay, this is gonna be an issue of the autofocus. It kind of takes me out of focus sometimes. See, like, am I in focus? After I go over with the big brush, I do like to just make sure everything is blended into the skin. So I go over it with my damp sponge. Let me fix my eyebrow. I'm in a full-on sweat right now. It's kind of an issue. So here is the natural base, and then I'm gonna spray this with setting spray. I like to use Charlotte Tilbury. And I want this to dry before I go in with powder. I'm really nervous about the focus part, because if I do all of this and the video doesn't work, I'm gonna be super bummed. Once the setting spray has dried, then I go in with my translucent setting powder, and I am gonna use a powder puff for underneath my eyes. That's kind of crazy. And then just a small brush for my T-zone, because my T-zone gets really oily. And then I do not like to bake, so I'm just gonna brush this away right away. So my base is all set, and I honestly like to let that sit for a bit, and while it sits, I'm gonna move on to my brows. So I am using the Refy brow pencil in shade Light, And I'm just going to lightly fill in my brows, just like this. Nothing too crazy. And same on this side. And then after I fill them, I brush through them. Because like I've said, I try to go for the natural look. Brow gel. This, honestly, I switch it up. Today, I'm going to use the Refy brow gel to go along with the pencil. But sometimes I use the e.l.f. brow lift or the Patrick Ta. It kind of depends on my mood. But I really just brush the gel in. And then the other side is a little comb brush. And I like to have my brows go upward. Does that look crazy? Kinda. Like that. I just feel like this style on my face really lifts my face. I don't know, what is it called? Fluffy? I don't know, the fluffy brows is definitely not for everyone, but I like them on my face. Moving on to eyeshadow. So for my basic eye looks, I take my bronzer, I'm using Nars Laguna all over my lid because your bronzer is honestly going to match you because you bought it for yourself. And we're just gonna go all over the lid, in that crease. And then I like to take any sort of shimmer or glitter. This is the Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick. And I just go in kind of this inner to mid lid with a little bit of sparkle. If you want to get really crazy, I take a little bit of my highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty, the gold one. I think it's Flaunt. And I go right in there. Doing any sort of gold shimmer paired with your bronzer just gives the best summertime golden eye look. Now I'm curling my lashes. I can't go anywhere without a little wing. So this is by Rare Beauty and I kind of put it on a little bit messy and then I'm just gonna smudge it into the perfect line. I'm trying to get a little closer so you can see. A wing just always adds a little something. Okay, our wing is on. Now I go in with my first layer of mascara. This is the Lancome the Lancome Idole lash. And so I put my first layer on and then I'm gonna let it dry so I can curl them again and go in with my second layer. Like that. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. So now we return to the complexion. And I'm gonna do my favorite blush, which is Rare Beauty Hope. Oh my god, I just spilled that on me. So I just put 2 dots there, 2 dots there. And I honestly like to use the back of my sponge and I'm just going to blend it like this. And we're just gonna blend it in. Using the back of the sponge, I just feel like it literally melts into my skin instead of sitting on top. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What did I do with it? Oh my god, it's under my f***ing chair. Okay, I found it. Okay, I like to put Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm on top because I think of Pinkgasm as more of like a highlight, but putting it on top of your blush is the best. It adds the glow, and I just use my finger and we just blend it in. I think of my makeup style as light layers. And by doing that, I think my makeup lasts a really long time and it stays looking natural. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but it just works. So this is the Westman Atelier highlighter in, you know, I don't really want to say this word because I don't know if I'm saying it right. Peau de Rose? Why does that like not seem right? Peau de Rose? Peau de Rose? That does not sound right, but I don't know. I'm gonna write it on the screen. It is expensive, but it is amazing. So once we finish that, I like to go all over my cheeks with bronzer. I either like the Hourglass Ambient palette, or recently I've been using the Westman Atelier bronzer. And I take this brush and I just blot to blend all this in. And if you are someone where you feel like your makeup is not on by the end of the day or night, you need to set your cream products with a powdered version. Bronzer, blush, highlight. I kind of count this step as setting this whole area, but can never go wrong with a little extra highlighter. So we're just gonna top it off. Nothing crazy, everything is light layers. So now our complexion is finished. Back to the eyes. I'm gonna recurl these lashes because they are dry. Obviously, be very careful if you do this. You don't want to rip your eyelashes out. But I've been doing this since 7th grade, so. My second layer of mascara is more of a volumizing one, so this is the Rare Beauty one. I also like the YSL Lash Clash, and it's just gonna make those lashes go. So I actually have not been doing bottom mascara over the summer because 1, I sweat and I don't want it to bleed. 2, I just think it looks like less. Not trying hard, but some people think it looks incomplete. Sometimes I don't want it. Sometimes it makes me look dirty. So let's do our lip. This is definitely my favorite lip liner, Pillow Talk Medium. And yes, I overlined just a little bit, just a little. And then the YSL Candy Glaze, shade 2. Voila. Trying to get a little closer. So, this is my finish go-to makeup look. Obviously, you can customize like shades and specific products, but that's the order of things. Stick to light layers. It'll just look more natural. No one wants to look cakey, especially in the summer. And if you are someone that gets oily, I recommend putting the One Size matte spray at the very end. Just to help things last. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. I honestly can't see if my makeup even looks good. That's an issue. And if you like this video and you want to see more, please comment what you want to see. Let me know any suggestions, and I always love feedback.